Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back in Stoneblock 3 land, and it's been a hot minute since we've been here. I have been, busy doing nothing, working the whole day through, and generally I can't remember what we were working on. I suspect it was back in here somewhere. Yeah, this was what we were working on, and it looks for all the world like Glass has stopped play here. Glass, and therein the lack of, has prevented us from finishing this, because I think everything else is set right. We just need to add these and everything kicks off. These will start. These have got filters set on them. They have got filters set on them, so I'm guessing it's just the glass we need. So let's go have a little sniff around and see if we had anything cooking off that might look like glass. That looks kind of like glass. I'll take that to the bank. 36 probably ain't going to do the job though. And that one's still chewing on God knows what. Nothing at all, basically, because it was jammed on something it shouldn't have been. That was about to run out of coal. Luckily, I think we got a crap ton of that somewhere. I think we were not afraid of running out of coal anytime soon. It did just have a game crash, so I'm expecting a little volatility. But not to worry, I'm sure it won't be anything we can't cope with. Right, you can have a stack of glass. Stack of coal. 40 glass. Let's see if 40 glass will make the grade for us. It's amazing. 40 glass can go a long way, but 40 glass can also go absolutely nowhere at all. So this will be interesting. Out front of that, yes, that will work. That works, and then we build a stack there somehow, and then we do the same here. That's only taking 10 glass, so this should be doable for us. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Could you go there? Yes, you could. Now you still want to put one there. Stupid thing. Now, I don't know whether we did the side parts on this. I know we did the backs, because I can see the back there. We're probably never going to be going back there, but yeah, we did do the sides, so we can block those off. Because my worry is that things will sneak out of this. I'm still not convinced that this one is doing everything it should do. Still not convinced this is behaving as it should. But I think that is all she wrote. And if we just add these boys in, like one goes in there and one goes there, that should activate everything. And stuff should start happening. We got action. We got some action there. Yeah, we got double action. We got triple action. We got quadruple action. Nice. So things should start dropping in here now. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So things should start appearing in here. As they have in here. Nice. So we now need to work out what we're doing with all this nonsense. We've got gold. We've got glowstone and nether dust in there. Okay. Iron. Copper. That's giving us cinnabar. There's a lot of junk here that we don't want, but there's also a lot of junk in here that we want processing out. Redstone, but not at the same level that this is giving us redstone. But all ingredients are good. Don't get me wrong on that one. That is just full of experience. This is the one that's going to be the problem here. Because that's filling up with all manner of crap. So we need to pull all that crap out. And it's going to be an interesting job. We kind of want over here somewhere a big old wall of storage drawers, and a drawer controller. And then we'll feed the majority of what we're getting out of here into drawer controllers. But there's a lot of ores that we'll need processing out, and we don't know what mixes with what. We could build a massive powered processing system, but that feels complicated, and we don't have a good supply of lava yet. That also feels complicated. Not having a viable source of lava is going to be irksome. But my big concern is this box here. It's going slower. It is going slower, so we've got time. This one, we can always empty out a bit. We can just snaffle some of that iron nug-nugs out of there. Like that. That buys us a bit more time on that one. To work out how the hell we're going to store all of this. Because it's a lot. It really is quite a lot. There we go. That should have cleared my inventory nicely. It has. Perfect. So that's now grinding gravel, or crushing gravel, to get the iron and the redstone out of it. Double crushing it, in fact. Crazy, crazy times. We are hammering sand to get soul sand. Hammering down to sand to get soul sand. And then haunting it to get, and then washing it, and that gets us that nonsense. Nothing should be in that box because that's just a transient. Here we're doing gravel, which is again getting us the iron, which is going to be a liability, as is the lapis. This one is getting us similar stuff. I mean, it's all good stuff. And this one is getting us niter, fluorite. Okay, we're getting stuff what we done be needing. We do need potentially to box this whole section in so we don't disturb it, because it's just going to sit here and run now, as long as we can get it empty. That's the key here. I mean, that has pulled a lot of coal out, but then we did throw in stuff a lot quicker to start with. We can speed this up. I believe we can speed this up. But that will speed up a lot of stuff here. And I don't know whether it will break things. We can always gear down the fans at this point. If we speed everything up to ridiculous proportions on that side, because these are geared up so that these fans turn faster, this could break speeding that lot up. So we can gear this down if we need to, if we sped that up. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's think about how we want this to work. Storage boxes, drawers I think is the way forward. Let's have a look at some of them. We've got some of them around this corner. These. And they are functional storage. So let's have a look at functional storage. We haven't looked in the book for ages, have we? Controller extension, storage controller is requiring a redstone comparator, which shouldn't be a problem. Just straight up stone, block of quartz. Again, we're getting quartz out of this nonsense, so that shouldn't be a problem. Everything in here is making what we need to make the functional storage and the controller for the functional storage. I don't know if the functional controller storage, the controller works the same in this one. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it works the way I anticipate it's going to work, but I could be way out of whack here on this one. We will see. Let's grab a crap ton of wood and see what we can do with this. We need to make boxes and surround boxes in wood. Is that what I'm saying? Is that where we're going with this? Possibly where we're going with this. So we make storage boxes like that, and then we surround that with wood. And that gives us the drawers. Yes, that's what we're doing. Alright, okay, cool. Let's crack on with that job then. Because we're going to need a few of the buggers. We are going to need a few of the buggers. That can get processed down again. And then we should just be able to make more. I don't know if there is a limit to how much... That was weird. That did not want to work then. So we've got 24 oak drawers. I don't know if there's a limit to how much we can connect to a storage controller. The fact that there is a subcontroller, this controller extension. I don't know what relevance that is to the piece. So that's confusing me. And I don't know if there's a range factor involved in this. Generally, there seems to be with these things. We could have the storage across the front of this, couldn't we? And then we're using this as the wall that we're blocking out. So if we have the storage controller kind of somewhere around here-ish, maybe? And then we can take things that we don't need to process in this, round the back, and into some sort of processing function. I don't know what that will be, but we're going to find out, I guess. So if we go... I just don't know here. I'm winging it. Might need some F7 here just to make sure we're not making a mess. F7. Are we making a mess? We're not too bad. We probably will end up making a mess, but we're not too bad at the moment. Let's move that up there so we can actually get on top of this, because we do need to. Storage drawers, uggabook, 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 uggabook. And uggabook, uggabook, uggabook. Could go with being a bit more sideways here. Nice. So we can get that one and that one and that one. Perfect. That's probably a reasonable height to start at. Hopefully this will do what we want it to do. I offer no promises on this. Nice. We're going to try and keep it even so that it loads itself. Even though we're going to have to interfere in this. There's going to be interfering. Simple as that. Any F7 issues yet? We're going to have a torch back here. That might not work for us. Might have to go there. That won't hurt, I don't think. And we can put a torch on the back. That's a possibility. So what have we got across the top there? 7. We've got 5 drawers left. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have 1 on this end. Like that. So we need to make that controller in the middle there. And that is made. How was that made? How exactly was that made? So we need stone, drawer boxes, this thing in the middle. So we need quite a bit of quartz. We need what? 5, 8, 9 quartz? 9 quartz and some redstone. What is that at the bottom of that? Is that just stone? I think that's just stone, isn't it? Andesite, diorite. Yeah, it's just stone. Okay, cool. We need these things. Grab quartz. Grab quartz. Take it for a walk. We had quartz over here anyway, so I'm not too worried. This may break. This may break before we get a chance to fix everything right up, which is just going to cause chaos. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That's a block of quartz. That's a block of quartz. And then we need quartz for the controller. We need redstone. We do have some redstone, which is staggering in and of itself. We need 3 redstone torches, he said questioningly. Bop. 3 redstone torches. And we need some stone. We've got some gravel on us because we had an incident, so we're ignoring that. We had stone. I'm sure we had stone. We have got stone. Cool. That's not a problem then. So we want to go here. We want to go here. We want to go here. And that makes that. Then we want 2 drawers. We've got the 2 blocks of quartz. And we've got some stone there that's ready to roll. So we might need another... Just knock out another stack of drawers. Stack of wood for drawers. That's what we're going to go with. I'm starting to remember the key buttons slowly. It's not going well. It's just not going well. I've been playing Planet Crafter all day. I mean, literally all day. It was a 7-hour stream today, I think. And that's kind of brent my bane a little bit. That now lets me make the storage controller. Good. Now, I may not be right about this. This may not work, but it's got 2 chances. Slim and none. Love it. So that goes in the middle there. Does that need to be powered? Let's hope not, because we don't have any way to power it. Right, so that's a full stack. That's good. We're going to put these 3 over here somewhere, because that's a nice even matching unit now. These could go probably in one of these boxes somewhere. Maybe this one? Yeah, this one. I'll forget about them, and then we'll kick ourselves when we need them and that kind of thing. We need to look at the pipes, because we use pipes here. We have got a clear run straight down the middle there. We can filter these? I think we can filter these. I don't know. I think we can apply filters to these. If we can't, we're going to have to go with the stuff we used on that one, which is the mechanisms pipes, which in and of itself not a terrible problem. PIPZ. Should we do an at on that? PIP. We'll do an at on that. So these are the pipes. Pipe wrench, we've got that somewhere. Mod filter modifier, data filter modifier, damage filter modifier, stack limit module. So I'm guessing we're going data filter modifier. Shift for more info. Causes any filter slots to filter by item data. Because we don't... do we want... Can we lock these functional storage drawers so that they don't populate? Because that would be ideal if we could. If we grab the contents of this a little bit and we say redstone goes there, probably should have some sort of common sense approach to this, but we're not going to. Did that move everything? No, it didn't. More. And we're taking everything out of here as well, which is starting to get full. So we'll take the bauxite and the whatever lead. Most of these ores we can put in here for now, but won't stay going in here. Okay, that doesn't. So if we auto start processing it, okay, we kind of breaking our own plan here. I'm trying to get one started and then use the controller to feed it in. Let's do that with the zinc, shall we? And that makes that box a little bit more acceptable. So we put one stack in there and then... Alright, that doesn't work. Okay, cool. So clicking it into that doesn't work. Does that need to be powered? The light is flashing. Okay, we have a problem here with understanding, I think. At functional drawers. Configuration tool. Okay. Links a drawer to a controller. Okay, so this looks like something what we need to be making here. Okay, so that's what we need to make. Okay, we can do that. Paper. I think we had a way of making paper, didn't we? We've bought ourselves some time here anyway. I think we bought ourselves some time. Let me just check. That's not doing too bad. That's getting a lot of lapis, and let's get some of this garbage out of here. They can go in there, and the lapis. The problem we've got here is we're going to be back feeding ourselves, aren't we? Because we're pulling stuff this way and this way. So we might have been better building this whole thing over here. Which is a shame now that we've built it already. Alright, linking tool. Let's figure out how this works, and then we'll figure out how we're going to build it. Because we kind of want to pick up from all of the boxes and then get to the storage drawers, which isn't going to work as it is. Unless we be a bit clever about that. We can be a bit clever about that. Paper. Paper. Nice. And we want gold. And we want diamond. Was it diamond? It was a diamond. Something's using diamond. It's expensive. Diamond is expensive. Okay, so we grab that. We do. That needs a drawer in the middle. We've got a drawer. We've got a drawer. We've got a drawer. We've got 3 of them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. We've got 3 of them. Glorious times. There we go. Bosh. Got that. And that has completed a quest for us. Alright, so I don't know if there's a limit to how many this can connect to. Right-click a controller to set up the tool, then use it nearby the drawers to link. Links a drawer to a controller. Sneak right-click in the air to change the modes or frequency or clear frequency. Left-click end a drawer to store its frequency. Right-click in the air to change action. Okay, right-click a controller. Okay. Then we do that. Seems there's no limit so far. Okay, cool. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. But let's try some more science on it, shall we? Can we get more lapis out of this box? Who was making lapis? You weren't making lapis. Were you making lapis? You were making lapis. Right, take the lapis out of it. But these are getting full very quickly. And do that. Yes, that works. Yes. Just yes. Just all you need to know now about things is yes. That's a worry that the gold is filling up pretty quickly. So we put copper there, and we'll put gold there, and then we'll just double click on that. Copper's gone up, gold's gone up. Perfect. Perfect. That one's doing okay. This one is problematic. We want that there, double click, and everything loads up. Perfect, 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 perfect. Probably should move the coal too. I feel the coal being moved would be good. So we've got kind of a solution going in the right direction. Kind of, maybe going in the right direction with a solution. Maybe. Might be overstating it a little bit. I feel like we want coal in that box there. Purely because, yep, that works. We can suck that out of its own pipe. That's what I'm feeling. We can draw that one out on its own. We don't need to worry about all his little friends. I'm used to pressing control with the click because I've been playing Planet Crafter, so things may be going a little bit awry here. Because over here we kind of probably want to use the coal, or we could just take it straight down to generate some sort of power supply, create a power station, as it were. So now we need to link all of these up to this. We haven't got everything going in there yet, but if we can pipes into that, it might work for us. So our output boxes, so we're going to come out into this row and then go into there, and theoretically we can come out the front of each of these boxes, come out the front of that one and drop down onto the pipe, and then we come out of that one and run along the front there. That should work for us. We need a lot of pipes. We need a lot of pipes. That's not a sentence you hear every day. We have 12. 12 ain't gonna do it. 12 ain't gonna do it. That's not going to help us. Did we just get another stick? Probably. Probably just got another stick. We're going to go with pipes to start with. P-I-P-E. We need to do an at on that one, don't we? That one. Dropper, redstone. We didn't have any redstone. We put all the redstone away somewhere, didn't we? Let's go get some more redstone. Everything else seems to be just stone and nonsense in there, so shouldn't be too bad of a job. So if we click on this with anything that's in those drawers, it will put it away, no matter whether we want it to or not. That's okay. I can live with that. Well, I'm not happy with the nuggets going in there, so we might need to throw one of these into the system just to get it to deal with the iron in an appropriate way, because the iron's going to be a pain in the bottom. Alrighty, so if we make, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. We might be going a little bit ham on the pipes here. We have no iron. That's easily solved. That is easily solved. $60 pipes. Pretty sure that will do what it needs to do. Do you have my tool? That thing. Pipe wrench. Pipe, as it were, wrench. Right, let's get rid of the redstone again. Inventory management, once again, not strong here. Not ideal, not suited to what we're doing. Cool, that's gone in. Let's pipe this up. This could be an unmitigated disaster. I'm okay with that if it is. So we're coming out the front of that one. We're going to drop down, come along here, go along here. This is not the right place. We're going to break that, come this way. No. Just no. Just so we know, on that one, that's a no. We don't want that doing that. How do we stop that doing that? How do we stop that doing that? This is the pipe wrench. Why are you not piping? Pretty sure this is the right tool. Pretty pipes. Nope, this is not the right tool. I think we had. That's the one we need. We were using pretty pipes. We shouldn't have been using pretty pipes. We need the right tool for the right job. So that's a no. That's a no. No. Good. No, no. No, no. No, no. And then we want that to go there. That will hook up. Come along that way. Go in there. We don't want to touch that one. We do want to touch that one. We do want to touch that one. We do want to touch that one. And we do want to touch that one. Good. So then we draw out of there. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. Nice. And things are filling up. What are you? Are you the same as that? Coal has gone to 2 places, which I should have expected. I should have expected coal to go to 2 places. don't think that's too bad of a job, you know. I don't think that's terrible. It needs tidying. It needs a lot of tidying, but it's generally done what I hoped it would. We can pull that. The coal's still coming in. It's a weird way it works, isn't it? That it's gone to there before it's gone to these three. Alright, it seems happy. It's still finding things though, so I'm less than happy. I need it to stop finding things now. Have you stopped finding things? So we still effectively, unless if these are two the same thing, what are they? It is raw silver. It is all raw silver. So raw silver's gone wrong. So we can take all of them out and all of that out. Put that in there. Clay's gone in there. That's not what's supposed to happen. Where's the emeralds? That can come out of there. They can go in there. That can come out of there. That can go in there. That looks pretty good. The only bugbear here is coal. So if I pull all of that out of there, that out of there, put all of that in there, and that's gone in there, which is really annoying. Where's it found all that from? Where the hell's it found all that from? So we pull all of that out of there, put that in there. Nope, pull all that out, put that in there. Then that should go to the right place. That looks pretty good. Unless that is silver. That is tin. Cool. Tin and silver, very similar. I think that's working. I don't think we're missing anything. We can check the boxes are empty, 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 emptying. Still emptying. Which is a little bit annoying, but going in the right direction. This one. Empty. This one. Empty. And this one back here should also be empty. Yeah, so it's just that one that's emptying. And then we're storing everything. Then we just need to work out what the hell we're doing with everything that we've stored. But for now, from Furryearsworld, where we've got this, you know, semi-successful thing going on, we're going to go with a cheery old ta-ta for now.